Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Sunday the 1st of December 2019, and this is the weekly analysis for the first week of December, and for Euro, Cable and the Aussie dollar. This is after the abbreviated week last week due to the US holidays. So let's take a look at the Euro. And the Euro was drifting lower throughout the week and until it slipped below the weekly S1 and the support level before finding support and bouncing back up to attempt to retest the 50% fib area, which was the intermediate resistance. Let's take a look at the forward time frame, and this was where we had marked the intermediate resistance level at during our midweek analysis. So unfortunately, it has been consolidating in a very small range, about 40, just 40 over pips. And this was a late recovery last night, probably in unison with the cable, which I'll mention later on. But this coming week, there are only a couple of PMIs for the Eurozone, with manufacturing on Monday and services PMI on Wednesday, similar to the US news as well, with their ISM manufacturing PMI on Monday and their ISM non-manufacturing PMI, which is their services, on Wednesday. But the key highlight for next week will be the US non-farm payroll on Friday. So that will definitely impact and drive the euro, depending on the result of the payroll report. Let's go back to the daily time frame, and for the week it is also it closed as a doji for the week, so it's indecisive and also taking a pause. You can also check out my other video on the weekly Ichimoku analysis as well. Now let's move on to the cable. And the cable has found support from the 21 fib retracement level and this lower trend line of the triangle, and climb up to hit the upper trend line where the weekly R1 pivot level is as well. It's just right there to close for the week after falling to retest the weekly pivot. If we look at the forward time frame, it climb up midweek to hit the upper trend line and then pull back to find support at the weekly pivot, and on Friday night it managed to recover based on the models of the polls where it's predicted that the Conservative Party should win with a majority of 68. So that gave a boost to the cable and the other sterling pairs. So we'll see early half of next week whether it's able to break out higher above the upper trend line of this triangle. So this is the intermediate level where it's now going to be intermediate support. We'll see where the new weekly pivots are for next week. And at the moment, the 128 is going to be a definite strong support level. Going back to the daily time frame, if it does break above the upper trend line, it's trying to target the 130 round figure level, where it did cross over that, spike through that in October. So this week as well, the UK also has a number of PMIs with manufacturing, construction and services PMI in the first half of the week, and then it'll be exposed to the non-farm payroll report as well on Friday. So we'll see how that will impact the cable, but the election, the move towards the election date of the December 12th, that will be the key driver for the sterling at the moment. Right, moving on to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is continuing to weaken and slipping lower below the weekly S1 pivot level, and hit a low of 0.6754 and falling below the 62 pip retracement level, which is that the key support level, and drifting below, lower down this bearish channel. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So we identified this narrow range bearish channel, and it's since has not been able to break out of that channel and drifted lower. So the key news this week will be the RBA rate decision on Tuesday, but it's unlikely that they will change rates or cut rates, because they've already highlighted that they will hold rates for the interim and monitor the data. So on Monday, there's building approvals figures, as well as the China's manufacturing PMI that may influence that as well, followed by GDP figures on Wednesday, and then retail sales and trade balance figures on Thursday. So there's quite a number of economic data for the Australian side this week. But the RBA decision will be on Tuesday, so that will be the key one to watch out for. But in the meanwhile, it's short term, it's drifting lower down this bearish channel, so it is weaker for now. Right, and it could head towards the weekly S2. We'll see what the new weekly pivots are for next week, this coming week. But at the moment, there's if the US figures are strong, then it's going to impact the Aussie dollar as well. So unless there's really positive news on the US-China trade deal, the Aussie may be weakening in the short term. Alright, do check out my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen as well, and have a good trading week, and cheers.